Thank you, Jesse, for those wonderful points made. Hi, everyone. My name is Victoria Brito, and I will be presenting the news events of Portugal. Imagine a world without the spread of news. Could you even imagine it? The spread of news is a major way that we receive lots of information based on what's going on locally or around the world. Today, I will focus on 3 important pieces of news. First, I will go into the effects of climate change on Montesino's pastoralic society. Second, on cyber attacks. And finally, the rise of houses sold in Portugal. Montesino is a mountain area in northern Portugal. They are extremely sensitive to climate change because they follow a pastoral society. As displayed in the image on the right, pastoral societies deeply rely on raising domestic animals such as sheep and goats, especially in grasslands. This makes Montesino an ideal place for these practices, judging by the image on the left. Climate change affects every pastoral society differently since they are all diverse. This means that they will face a lot of uncertainties. Montesino in particular is maintained by its tourism investment since it lies within Montesino's Nature Park, a nature tourism spot. These investments haven't been enough to maintain these areas, meaning that it is leading to massive depopulation. Since there is a reduction in population, this means that there is an increase in unskilled people and eventually leads to no proper maintenance of the area. Usually, shepherds are skilled people who provide services such as fire risk control and maintenance of the landscape. The decrease in skilled individuals lead to the decline in these civilizations. You can imagine that it's really hard on pastoralist people because this way of life is something they rely on. I will now be touching on the increase in cyber attacks. Cybercrime is an issue that not only affects Europe, but on an international level. Cybercrime has always been an issue and has been growing before the pandemic, but ever since the pandemic it has worsened. Portugal was ranked 31 out of 101 countries that are most affected by ransom cyber attacks. Ransom is a form of malware that is designed to encrypt files, and then malicious actors ask for ransom in order to decrypt the files. In a recent interview conducted by TPN Lusa in February 2022, Francisca, a minister of justice, claimed that in reality there's no immunity to these kinds of attacks. The government is aware of the issue and tries to take proper precautions to reduce it from happening. S21sec is a leading provider in Europe that provides cybersecurity services, which is a major contributor to keeping the internet safe. Usually these kinds of crimes come with a financial motive, and it would make a lot of sense that it was worsened during the pandemic. A lot of people were put in distress during the pandemic and also had a lot of time to be home and give them the ability to actually do this. Lastly, I will speak about the rise in foreign purchasers of homes between 2019 and 2021. Within these years, Algarve and Lisbon metropolitan area were the top 2 preferred regions that foreign buyers were interested in. It turns out that within these years, foreigners had greater purchasing power than Portugal's own residents. One of the major events that were a potential factor was the pandemic, because it shifted the market dramatically. This made it easier for foreigners to invest in other countries. In conclusion, we discussed how climate change is affecting pastoral societies, cyber attacks, and the rise of foreigners purchasing homes within Portugal. With all that being said, I will now pass it on to Wezu, who will speak about some crucial incidents and case studies within Portugal. Thank you.